Have you ever been walking through your kitchen, perhaps carrying a basket of laundry or a cup of coffee, only to have your cat suddenly appear out of nowhere and weave themselves between your ankles? You nearly trip, they let out a soft chirp, and for a few seconds it feels like you're performing a strange, coordinated dance. Most of us look down, smile, and think, oh, they must be hungry, or they just want to scratch behind the ears. We've been taught to view these moments through a human lens, as a simple request for attention or a polite way of asking for dinner. But if you look closer at the science of feline behavior, you'll find that when your cat rubs their face against your leg or leans their weight into your hand, they aren't just being cute. They're performing a complex, ancient ritual that is deeply rooted in their survival and their most intimate emotions. Today, we're going to explore the hidden language of the rub. We're going to look at why your cat does it, what they're actually saying to the rest of the world about you, and why this simple gesture is proof that you aren't just their owner. To them, you are home. The chemical handshake. To understand the rub, we first have to understand how your cat experiences the world. While we rely heavily on our eyes, your cat lives in a world of scent. A cat's sense of smell is roughly 14 times stronger than ours. Where we see a room full of furniture and sunlight, they see a landscape of chemical messages. Your cat has specialized scent glands concentrated in very specific, safe zones on their body, around their cheeks, the base of their ears, and underneath their chin. When your cat presses their face into yours or rubs their head against your hand, a behavior known as bunting, they're depositing facial pheromones onto you. This isn't just a surface-level touch. Researchers have found that when a cat rubs these areas against a person they trust, it triggers a biological response in the cat's brain. It releases chemicals that signal comfort, safety, and trust. When they do this, they aren't just giving you a hug. They are performing a chemical handshake that tells their nervous system, this person is safe. This person is part of my inner circle. The big cat theory. Perhaps the most mind-blowing thing about why your cat rubs against you is how they actually perceive you. According to animal behaviorist John Bradshaw, cats have never evolved a separate set of social behaviors specifically for humans. Dogs, for example, interact with humans very differently than they do with other dogs. But cats, they treat us like equals. In your cat's mind, you are not a human. You are just a really big, slightly clumsy, hairless cat who somehow ended up in their colony. When your cat approaches you and rubs their body against your leg, they are using the exact same social behavior they would use with a bonded feline companion in the wild. This is a massive compliment. It means they don't see you as a master or a separate species to be feared. They see you as a member of their family. By rubbing against you, they're acknowledging you as a peer, welcoming you into their social structure, and reinforcing the bond of the colony. Creating the family ID card. In a feral cat colony, scent is the glue that holds everything together. Feral cats who are bonded will spend hours rubbing against each other, a process called scent mixing. This creates a communal scent, essentially a family ID card that allows every member of the group to recognize each other instantly without making a sound. When your cat rubs against your legs the moment you walk through the door, they're often reacting to the fact that you smell wrong. You've been out in the world, picking up the scents of other places, people, or even other animals. To your cat, you've lost the family ID. By immediately weaving around your legs and rubbing their cheeks on you, they're restoring the shared scent. They're weaving their smell back into yours, telling the world and their own instincts that you belong to each other. It's their way of saying, I'm putting my mark back on you, so I know you're mine. This is why your cat might also steal your seat the second you stand up. That spot is drenched in your scent, and by sitting there, they're merging their identity with yours in the most intimate way they know. The peace offering, repairing the bond. We've all had those moments where we lose our patience. Maybe your cat knocked over a glass of water, or they were scratching the couch and you raised your voice. In that moment, the emotional temperature of the room shifts. Your cat, who's hyper-attuned to your body language and scent, can actually smell your stress. When you're angry, your body releases cortisol and your scent changes. To a cat, this change signals that the bond is under threat.
If you've noticed that your cat often comes up and headbutts you or rubs against your hand shortly after a tense moment, they aren't just getting over it, they are performing an act of reconciliation. They walk up and remark you to overwrite the scent of tension with the pheromones of safety. They're refusing to let the connection break. By rubbing against you after a conflict, they're surrendering their own stress and asking you to do the same. It's their way of saying, I'm still yours and you're still mine. Let's make things right again. The pause of ownership. It isn't just their faces that carry these messages. Have you ever noticed your cat stretching against your leg, or perhaps kneading your lap while they rub their chin on you? This involves a whole different set of scent glands located in their paw pads. When your cat presses their paws into you or stretches their body against you, they're activating those scent glands and leaving invisible chemical signals that say, "This one is mine." This is territorial behavior, but not in the way we usually think of it. It's not about aggression, it's about security territory. By marking you with their paws and their face, they're creating a safe space around you. They're telling their own nervous system that as long as they're near you, they don't have to be on high alert. In the wild, a cat is a predator, but they're also prey. They're always watching their backs. But when they choose to rub against you and mark you, they're choosing to let their guard down. They're telling their instincts, I don't need to run, not with this human. Why they pick favorites. We often joke about cats having favorites, but the data shows it's actually true. Cats are ruthlessly selective about who they offer these social signals to. In multi-human households, you might notice that a cat will walk right past one person, but roll into a full-body stretch and rub the moment another person walks in. This isn't random. Researchers have found that cats reserve behaviors like the social stretch and facial bunting for the people they rank highest in their inner world. If your cat is constantly rubbing against you, it's because you have earned their trust through consistency, calm energy, and time. You have become their vocal identity of safety. They aren't just rubbing against you because you're there. They're rubbing against you because you are the person who has proven through 1,000 tiny daily actions that you are worth the risk of vulnerability. How to speak back, the art of the interaction. Knowing why they rub against you changes how we should respond. Most people see a cat rubbing their leg and instinctively reach down for a full-body stroke or a belly rub. But as many of us have learned the hard way, this can sometimes lead to a love bite or the cat suddenly darting away. This happens because the cat was looking for a specific kind of connection. Remember, those scent glands are on their head and cheeks. When they rub those areas against you, they're inviting you into their safe zone. If you respond by grabbing their tail or rubbing their belly, areas that are highly sensitive and can trigger a survival-level stress response, you've essentially misread the room. The best way to rub back is to stay in the safe zones. When your cat offers their head, meet them with gentle, slow strokes around the cheeks, the base of their ears, and under their chin. If you want to take it even further, try the one-finger greeting. Before you pet them, extend one finger at their nose level and let them come to you. When they push their face into your finger or rub their cheek against it, they're giving you the green light. You're asking for permission, and in the world of cats, those who ask first are the ones who are trusted most. The power of the slow blink. While rubbing is a physical way of saying, I love you, there's a visual signal that almost always accompanies it, the slow blink. You might notice that after a long session of rubbing against your legs, your cat will sit back, look at you, and slowly close their eyes. Researchers call this the cat kiss. In the wild, closing your eyes in front of another animal is a sign of extreme vulnerability. It means I trust you so much that I don't even need to watch you. When your cat rubs against you and then gives you that slow, heavy-lidded look, they're completing the ritual. They've marked you as family. They've checked that you're safe, and now they're telling you they feel at peace. If you want to deepen that bond instantly, blink back. Keep your gaze soft, let your earlids drop slowly, and hold them for a second. It sounds simple, but studies from the University of Sussex confirm that cats are significantly more likely to approach and bond with people who return this signal. You are home. At the end of the day, when your cat rubs against you, they're telling you the most important thing a cat can ever say. In 2019, researchers at Oregon State University found that over 60% of cats show a secure attachment style to their owners. This is the exact same emotional wiring found in human infants. It means that when you're in the room, your cat's entire nervous system relaxes. Their heart rate slows, their breathing deepens, and they feel safe enough to explore, to play, and to sleep. Your cat doesn't see you as a source of food or a landlord. They see you as your safe place. When they rub their face against your own, they're weaving their world into yours. They're acknowledging that in a big, loud, and sometimes scary world, you're the one constant they can trust. They're choosing you over and over again with every headbutt and every purr. So the next time you feel that soft, furry pressure against your leg, don't just walk past. Stop for a second. Acknowledge the mark they're leaving on you. Use your cat voice, that soft, high-pitched tone they love so much. Give them a slow blink. Because to the rest of the world, you might just be a person, but to your cat, you are the leader of the colony, the protector of the den, and the place where they finally feel they can let their guard down.
To your cat, you aren't just a human. You are home. If you learned something new about your cat's secret language today, hit like and subscribe. It helps us reach more people who want to understand the beautiful, silent messages our cats are sending every day. And tell us in the comments, does your cat have a favorite rubbing ritual? We'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep meeting them at their level. They're giving you their whole world, one rub at a time.